Hi guys, so today we're gonna make a porch leaner. I got this slate free last year from a friend. I think I got a couple more left. I was incredibly grateful for that. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna paint this entire piece of slate in black first. Now the wood pieces you saw, that's gonna be the brim of the hat. No, this is not a scarecrow, guys. This is gonna be a skull. I saw an image. I'll show you actually on my husband's phone. I'm in a group called Crafty Fun Group. If you're not in there, I do highly suggest you join. There's a lot of amazing crafters in there, a lot of inspiration, and actually saw one of the images of this in there. A lady had created something for, see, there it is. She had created something for an event, and she told me that she wasn't the original person who did this, so whoever it is, great job. I love this. So what we're going to do is we're going to take some Java, and we're going to start on the top of the hat. So we're just going to make some streaks here and there on the hat. First with the Java, and then with the vintage mustard, which is like an orangey yellow color. Now y'all, this is really easy. I'm not an artist. I think it came out pretty good. So this is going to be a Halloween porch leaner. I made me a scarecrow one, so I really wanted this one. When I saw that, I was like, oh my god, that's awesome. So hopefully you guys will enjoy this. Maybe even give it a try. It's super easy. You could do this with, like, cut you out a piece of cardboard, and shape it how you want. Or a piece of wood. Anything you want to do. So there we go with the vintage mustard. While that's still wet, I'm going over with some vintage mustard. That just helps it blend a lot easier than when it's dry. If you are new here, welcome, and thank you to everyone who has been here with me since the beginning, in the middle, whenever you've joined, I really appreciate it. I'm really hoping to, well, let's say I would think that the best Christmas gift would be to hit my 1,000 goal. So definitely subscribe. Let's help me get that goal. Let's grow our community. Please and thank you. I am almost at 800. I really enjoy doing this and, giving inspiration. I hope you guys are inspired at least. So what I'm doing, I'm just going to layer it. You don't want just flatness. You know what I mean? Like one layer, it just seems so flat. So I'm kind of just layering it. And I left most of it in. Like I sped the video up. But I really wanted y'all to make sure you could see what I'm doing. Excuse me, I'm going to get a drink. Because y'all know my throat always messes up when it comes to voiceovers. Now, those two wood pieces came from a vintage market. I got a bag of them for like $1, and I was very excited. So I ran out of super glue. I have none, so I'm using my wood glue. So this is going to take a lot longer to dry and, and stay on there. So this dude's going to have an oversized hat, y'all. I just liked it. So I went with it. So what I'm going to do is take some more of that Java and that vintage mustard, and I'm going to go over the brim of the hat. So it really goes well with the top. If y'all hear running, I'm sorry, my puppy he's going nutsu. He gets very hyper in the morning and does his little laps around the dining room table. He's a nut, but we love him. He's a blue-nosed pit, and his name is Remy. So now I'm just, like I said, while it's wet, I just make sure to go over it with my colors to, for easier blending. So that's all we're doing. Painting is actually therapeutic. And I do suggest it. You know what I mean? Even like little things. You don't have to be big. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to work on his face. Now, I did my lines like this, but you'll see, like, I showed everything where, I erased it and I had to redo it a little bit, which is fine. See how I flipped? So this slate was like shaped like a tag, so I just turned it upside down because that kind of reminded me of like a chin, so that's what I went with. So I'm just doing a rough sketch of his head. That's all I'm doing. See, like you make mistakes and all you gotta do is erase it. Just make sure you're using a pencil, you know what I mean? Not a paint marker or anything like that. And now you see how I kind of curved right there, but I do change that because his head was looking too small for his hat. So I brought his head over all the way at the top. You'll see, I'll show you that in a little bit. So now we're just going to take our Rust-Oleum white chalk paint and paint in his noggin. You guys have to let me know in comments, is Halloween your favorite? Is Thanksgiving? Mine is absolutely and will forever be Christmas. Like I'm a Christmas obsessed nut. And that'll never change. But my kids love Halloween, so I make sure to, decorate a little bit for them. And our oldest, he always decorates his room. He enjoys that. So yeah, let me know in comments, what's your favorite holiday? See how easy this is, guys? You just do the shape like a skull. It's really easy. And I think I did 3 coats for my skull. I believe it was 3. I can't remember. Now, I do take that little Rust-Oleum white chalk paint and I dry brush a little bit on the brim of the hat, too. To make it pop just a little bit more. See, as you can see, all I'm doing is looking at that photo and kind of going with the flow. It's okay to do that, y'all. It's okay to, use another idea, and it's okay to turn it into your own. It's really okay. I usually like to give credit. I don't know who originally came up with this idea, but if they see this, thank you very much. Once again, I really appreciate it. I was very, very inspired. All right, so now we're working on the eyes. So I'm just doing a rough, this is like a, what do you call it? Rough draft. Words, y'all. Lord help. I swear when I get on video, it's like I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. So here comes his nose. We're just rough drafting that. Rough sketch, rough draft, whichever one that is. Now we're going to do his upside down smile. This is not a happy skeleton. I think he's a little scared. He looks a little scared to me. Scared, sad. He has a lot of emotion. But that you see, like, mine is not going to be exactly like theirs, and I'm actually okay with that. I usually don't like to completely 100% copy. I like to also have my own little takes in it. So it's not going to be exactly like it, but it'll be a lot like it. Like, you can see the hat's completely different. So now what we're doing is we're going to paint in the eyes, nose, and then I'm only going to do, I think, one eye on camera, and then I finish the rest. Because, this video is sped up, but I took my time and really painted it slowly, so I didn't make any major boo-boos on it. But yeah, like I said, just take your time. This is sped up. I ain't this quick, y'all. I wish I was. But nope, I'm not. Yeah, like I said, though, I think it was last year I made my scarecrow. He's actually on my porch now for fall. And this dude will be out soon, sitting on the porch. Slate is a lot of fun to work with, and it's really easy to work with. I love all the bumps and the grooves. You know, it gives your piece some character. So I really like that. See, we're almost done with the first eye. And you can do the eyes whatever shape you want. You could do just normal circle eyes or, you know what I mean, oval eyes, whatever you want to do. I like the shape of the eyes in the picture, so I was kind of going off of that. But like I said, this is straight just for inspiration. See, there we go. It's looking good. And see how I'm showing you right there how I moved the head over? Now it fits better with the hat. Makes more sense to me, at least. Now we're taking some Castle chalk paint and I watered it down. And we're doing this shading around the eyes like you saw in the picture. This just helped me with the shading effect. And yes, I'm going to be using my fingers because it doesn't bother me whatsoever to get dirty. I think that's the fun of crafting too, is getting messy and just having fun. Y'all don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up. That is the like button, because that actually really does help my channel grow. Leave a comment. Go ahead and subscribe. All that good stuff. I would appreciate it so much. See, there we go. I'm just using my finger and just kind of like feathering that out so it wasn't so thick and it looked more faded. I know it's a little harder to see, but on the right eye, I think you can see it better than the left. Now, where I'm getting that castle paint in the nose and the eyes, I'm going to go back in with my black chalk paint and fix that up. So I'm just adding some shading on the eyes, the nose, the mouth, his jawline will have some shading as well. That'll help him pop more. Like I said, so he's not just flat sitting on there. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? It'll look more, is it dimensional? I guess you would say. So wherever you feel like the shading needs to be, that's what you do. Whatever makes you happy. This is what made me happy, so this is what I did. I did do some off camera on his chin area. So I did do that too. So this is Irish green, and now we're going to make his eyeballs inside. Like the pupils and all that. See how I made my little dots first with my pencil, so I kind of got an idea where I wanted to start. So we're just going to paint a circle. Really easy, guys. This is so easy. Anybody can do this. I'm telling you. If I can do it, anybody can do it. So we're going to do the Irish green first, and then we're going to go in with the maize yellow. So maize yellow is a brighter yellow. So we got vintage mustard, which is like an orange yellow, and then maize, which is a bright yellow. See, he's already looking really cool. He's angry, scared, but he's cool. So here comes the yellow. So we're going to fill that in and bring it into the green a little bit. What is your, if you decorate for Halloween, what is your favorite thing to decorate with? Bats, skulls, ghosts, witches? What do you like best? I think I just like it all. I do. I don't have anything in particular, but Okay, so now what we're going to do is these black little pupils. Boop. See, we're just adding little dots right there for his pupils. Now what I do is once that dries, you'll see that I'm going to take a little bit of white and dot in his eyes too. I think that'd be like the glary look. That's what was in the picture, so I definitely wanted to do that. So now I'm taking the vintage mustard and just adding a little bit of that yellow here and there. That's what I saw in the image, and I did like how that looks, so I did do that too. I do it over on a few stitches around the eyes, I think the nose. And then I think I lift up the little brim of the hat real quick. And I think I put some there, if I'm not mistaken. And see that Irish green? It actually ends up so cool because it almost looks like his eyes are glowing. Excuse me while I get a drink, y'all. I'm trying to keep my throat from going nuts. So what I did was like I put the paint on the stitches and then I rub it with my finger. You know, like see how I'm doing right there? That way it kind of fades out a little bit. So we're just adding some yellow highlights here and there. I feel like this is beginner friendly. Like I don't feel like this is like crazy. I don't know. I hope you guys see it the way I do. See right there, I'm just kind of blending it near the hat. But I think I lifted up because it was a little bit easier because it hadn't dried yet. The glue hadn't dried yet. Because I wanted his like coloring to really go good with the hat too. So I'm taking some more of the Java and I'm doing the same thing and just blending it out with my finger. Putting a little on, then blending it out. Putting a little on, blending it out. That's all I'm doing. I mean, if you don't like the paint on your fingers, just wear some gloves or something and do it that way. You could do that too. Or you don't have to do it at all. Whatever you want to do. So here we go. We're adding a little white in their eyes, his eyes. I know you can't really see it. I'm sorry. Maybe a little bit. We're almost done. I think this is my last step. I just have to seal it with some clear coat. I'll show you what I use right here. Rust-Oleum 2-time gloss clear. And there he is. See how his eyes look like they're kind of glowing? I absolutely love him. I hope you guys do. Thank you for being here. Thank you for all the support, the love, the subscribes, likes, comments. I appreciate it all so very much. Thank you guys, and I hope you guys have a great week. Bye.